welcome to Tacoma Little Theater. My name is Chris Service. I'm the managing artistic director here, and it's a pleasure to host the second annual Sound on Stage Awards here on our stage. Tacoma Little Theater gratefully acknowledges that we teach and perform on the traditional homelands of the Puyallup people, where they make their home and speak the Lushootseed language. We honor elders both past and present. How about a big round of applause for the cast of Godspell from Lakewood Playhouse? Coming off of their opening weekend. They run for another 3 weeks, so if you haven't had a chance to catch them, make sure you do so. www.lakewoodplayhouse.org. It's my pleasure to introduce in just one moment our esteemed Master of Ceremonies for tonight. But I wanted to say thank you for being here and supporting the performing arts throughout the South Sound. It is a huge thing to have so much wonderful quality theater from the community level up through the professional level, and seeing people on stages all throughout our community. So thank you for being those people on the stage and those people supporting it. We are the Washington State's oldest community theater. So we've been around 106 years, so we've seen a lot of people come through our doors here. But we are here for one reason tonight, one reason alone, and that's to celebrate all of you. So without further ado, Mr. Greg Heilman, come to the stage.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for taking the time out of your schedules to come and join us on a Sunday night in fall during football season and all of that. The great thing about an event like this that we had last year and this year is the connections that we make between professional and community folks and theaters. We've got creatives, administrators, we've got actors and people on stage and backstage all together. And the one thing that we all have in common, which we were celebrating here tonight, is the fact that we're all kind of sharing, it's a shared history. We've all had that one moment when we stepped on stage for the first time, whether we were inspired by a show when we were children, or we were, our parents kind of were enthusiastic about getting us on stage, or even as an adult being inspired, or in some of our cases being roped into being in the theater by their children. But the one thing we all have is, and this is something that I've not seen in sports or in any other sort of venue, is we all get bitten by the bug. We wouldn't be here if we weren't bitten by that acting bug. And I don't see that anywhere else. You don't work in a spreadsheet and all of a sudden you're bitten by the bug to be an accountant or anything like that. So, but that's what we're celebrating here. And it's also the community. It's this community that we share. It's the community out there. We need that community. The community needs us. It's a symbiotic relationship between us and the people we perform for, and that you all work for to bring these magical productions to life on stage. And that's why we do this at the Sound on Stage. It's not easy. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of time investment, financial investment. It's not a lot different than what you folks do in preparing shows as far as the amount of effort. And that's what I think we all together can lift up this unique community. And that's why we're here, providing an atmosphere of coming together over a common interest. So now before we do get started, and obviously we're here for the awards, but I do want to say thank you to a few people. First off, again, a round of applause for the Lakewood Playhouse cast of Godspell. Their show runs, as Chris mentioned, the show runs through, I think it actually was extended into October now, which is great news. Also like to thank Chris and his team here at Tacoma Little Theater. This is the second year in a row we've done this here. And it's a great facility and a great helpful group of people, and we couldn't do it without them. Thanks to all of you who bring the magic to the stage across the region, for opening your doors and your hearts to us here at the Sound on Stage. And special thank you for those who have donated to this awards ceremony. Our goal was to move this forward and make it the kind of celebration that I think we all deserve. And special thanks to all the folks who have donated to us to allow us to do that. And I think hopefully you'll see the fruits of that as the night goes on. Finally, I'd like to thank my partners in crime, my son Quinn and my wife Kristen, who you probably met out at the... Kristen is not just my partner, she's my social media director, graphic designer, web developer, time manager, and probably the most patient person I know. So without her, there would be no sound on stage. But without further ado, we're all here for the awards, so let's get to that. First, another note. So I'm going to be presenting these first few awards, but we're eventually going to get to the point where we've got presenters coming up to present. For those who are presenting, you can meet Quinn over at House Right, and he'll lead you to where you need to go backstage for to come on to present your awards. So the first award tonight is for sound design in a play. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 awards for each category, one for small, professional, and community, and one for professional, which are the larger professional houses. So we'll start with sound design in a play, and this is for small, professional, and community. The nominees for this are Dylan Twiner, for The Play That Goes Wrong, here at Tacoma Little Theater; Chelsea Moniz, Spider's Web, Center Stage Theater; Ari Nikas, Plaza Suite, Renton Civic Theater; William French, Colder Than Here, As If Theater; and Rob Whitmer, Clydes at Arts West. And the winner is Chelsea Moniz. So if a winner isn't here, we can have somebody from the
I'm not Mo. She's way cooler than I am.
Or from the theater come up and accept. Otherwise, we'll accept on behalf. So here is
Thank
that.
you so much.
And I have.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so best sound design in a play, professional. Nominees are Evan Mosher, Last Drive to Dodge at Taproot Theater; Nick Cortez, Ken Ludwig Sherwood at Village Theater; Andre Plus, Sanctuary City, Seattle Rep; Aaron Bednards, Stew, Axe Contemporary Theater; and Phil Johnson, Fat Ham, Seattle Rep. And the winner is Aaron Bednards for Stew at Axe Contemporary Theater. All right. Doesn't look like Aaron is here, so I will accept this on her behalf. All right. Next up is lighting design. Lighting design in a play for small, professional, and community. The nominees are Michelle Weingarten Bandis, The Play That Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater; Mark Chenovic, Meteor Shower, Second Story Rep; John Chenault, Spider's Web, Center Stage Theater; well represented, Center Stage. Rob Falk, The Book of Will at Bainbridge Performing Arts; and Jessica Gable, Rope at Renton Civic Theater. And the winner is John Chenault, Spider's Web. Okay, lighting design in a play, professional. Nominees are Michael Wellborn, The Book of Will at Taproot Theater; Connie Yun, A Case for the Existence of God at Act Contemporary Theater; Andrew Smith, The Bed Trick, Seattle Shakespeare; Robert Aguilar, Fat Ham, Seattle Rep; and Matt McCarron, Romeo and Juliet, Seattle Shakespeare. And the winner of lighting design in a play, professional, is Connie Yun for A Case for the Existence of God at Act Contemporary Theater. All right. I will be accepting this on Connie's behalf as well. Okay, so now we move on to set design. So this is Best Set Design in a Play, Small, Professional, and Community. Nominees are Blake R. York for The Play That Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater. Eric Furheim, The Book of Will at Bainbridge Performing Arts. Bradley Camp and Gwen Mansfield on Golden Pond at Port Gamble Theater. Bill Clorig, Chapter 2 at Jewel Box Theater. And Burton Yoon, 10 Acrobats in an Amazing Leap of Faith at Center Stage Theater. And the winner is Blake R. York, The Play That Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater. Blake is probably at home sleeping after performing the lead in
One Man, Two Governors.
One Man, Two Governors all afternoon, so I can excuse
I'll accept it on his honor.
All right. All right, Best Set Design in a Play Professional. Nominees are Misha Cockman, Ken Ludwig's Sherwood, Village Theater. Tucker Goodman, The Comedy of Errors, Seattle Shakespeare. Mark Lund, The Book of Will, Taproot Theater. Parmida Zai, A Case for the Existence of God at Act Contemporary Theater. And Katie Hebner, Fat Ham, Seattle Rep. And the winner is Misha Cockman for Ken Ludwig's Sherwood at Village Theater.
I work there, so I'll just take it.
Okay. And Bobby, on the way up.
I didn't get one last year like this.
All right. Best Sound Design in a Musical, Small Professional Community. The nominees are Matt Hadlock, Beauty and the Beast, Bainbridge Performing Arts. Chandler Gary, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. Kyron Bullock, Anyone Can Whistle, Reboot Theater. Amy Silveria, Jersey Boys, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. And Matt Hadlock again for Cabaret at Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the winner is Amy Silveria, Jersey Boys, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. All right, I will accept this on Amy's behalf. I'm accepting a lot of awards. This is kind of cool. I'm not even acting. Okay, Best Sound Design in a Musical, Professional. Nominees are Mark Lund, The Hello Girls, Taproot Theater. Ed Chapman, The Little Mermaid, Fifth Avenue Theater. Haley Parcher, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. Robertson Whitmer, Once on This Island, Village Theater. And Justin Sazu, Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the winner of Best Sound Design in a Musical Professional is Robertson Whitmer for Once on This Island at Village Theater.
I'm not Rob, but he told me I could accept
Okay, I'll go grab the trophy. Hang on for a second. All right, Best Lighting Design in a Musical, Small Professional and Community. Nominees are Paul Bryan for Beauty and the Beast at Bainbridge Performing Arts. Michelle Weingarten Bandis, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. John Chenault, Jersey Boys, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. Mark Chenovic, Merrily We Roll Along, Second Story Rep. And Shannon C. Miller, First Date at Center Stage Theater. And the winner of Best Lighting Design in a Musical, Small Professional Community is Shannon C. Miller, First Date, Center Stage Theater. Okay, Best Lighting Design in a Musical Professional. Nominees are Heather Gilbert, White Christmas at Fifth Avenue Theater. Robert J. Aguilar, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. Albert Mendez, Gunmetal Blues, Key City Public Theater. Robert J. Aguilar again for Once on This Island, Village Theater. And Ben Zamora, Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the winner of Best Lighting Design and Musical Professional is Robert J. Aguilar for Once on This Island at Village Theater.
Thanks, honey.
See you next time. Okay, Best Set Design in a Musical, Small Professional and Community. Nominees are Judy Cullen, Dennis Kurtz, and Eric Furheim for Music Man at Tacoma Musical Playhouse. Will Langamack, Beauty and the Beast, at Bainbridge Performing Arts. Blake R. York, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. Nicholas Olson, First State, Center Stage Theater. And Eric Furheim, Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the winner of Best Set Design in a Musical Small Professional Community is Nicholas Olson, First State, Center Stage Theater. You get your steps in. Okay, Best Set Design in a Musical Professional. Nominees are Ana Luizos, White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater. Carrie Wong, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. Katie Oman, Gunmetal Blues, Key City Public Theater. Bryce Cutler, Once on This Island at Village Theater. And Matthew Smucker, Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the winner for Best Set Design in a Musical Professional is Bryce Cutler, Once on This Island, Village Theater. Okay, this is one of my favorite categories. It's a new one this year for Stage Manager. Yes, well, that, well deserved, because stage managers don't get enough credit, and for unless you act, I think, or are involved in a show, you really don't understand how important they are. So, without further ado, the nominees for Stage Manager for Small Professional and Community: Tamara Bell, Bremerton Community Theater; Chelsea Mo Moniz, Center Stage Theater; Deb McDonald, Jewel Box Theater; Michelle Erickson, Renton Civic Theater; and Cindy Baumgardner, Burien Actors Theater. And the winner for Stage Manager, Small Professional and Community is Tamara Bell, Bremerton Community Theater. Okay, Stage Manager Professional. Nominees are Ruth Eintemiller, Village Theater; Anna Verini, Act Contemporary Theater; Bree Cafolo, Key City Public Theater; Grassroots Theater. And the winner for Stage Manager Professional is Brie Caffola. On that note, we're going to take a 5-minute break to let our next performers set up. And so if you want to go out and get another drink, the bar's still open, or another snack or something like that, in about 5 minutes, we'll come back in for our next performer. So yeah, let's hear it for the Port Campbell Theater cast and City Port Campbell's next show, Harvey, runs on stage from October 11th through the 27th. So that's another reason to get out to Port Gamble in October, besides all the hauntings and the spookiness that they have out there. So now I'm going to step aside and let some more qualified people do some presenting. First up, let's welcome Christian Baldu. You can see Christian in the upcoming Theater Northwest production of Dracula, opening October 3rd at Tacoma Arts Live. Thankfully, Christian has climbed out of his coffin to present the award for Best Music Direction. Christian.
Thank you. All right, we're doing Best Music Direction for Small, Professional, and Community. We got a couple folks here. First off, Mark Robbie for The Music Man at Tacoma Musical Playhouse. We have Amy Hong for Beauty and the Beast at Bainbridge Performing Arts. Shauna Avenger for Rent at Tacoma Little Theater. Daniel J.F. Wolfert for First Date at Center Stage Theater. Do My Eyes Deceive Me? Shauna Avenger for Cabaret at Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the winner is going to be for Small, Professional, and Community, Shauna Avenger for Rent at Tacoma Little Theater. I'll do it. I get to give you the gift. Speech! Or not speech or no speech. Speech or no speech.
Hi. Thank you to Maria Tanya, who I don't think is here tonight, and to Chris Surface, who makes this place happen. And I'm so excited that we're about to do Fiddler, so come see that. And I also want to say thank you to the Cabaret cast, a lot of whom are here, because you guys are also awesome. And also, in general, Scott, thank you for encouraging me to keep doing this. So, yeah, that's all. Thanks. This is awesome.
Cool. Great. Thank you, Shauna. On to Best Music Direction at a Professional Theater. We have Matt Perry for White Christmas at the Fifth Avenue Theater. Beth G. Tankersley for Something's Afoot at Fifth Avenue Theater. Tim Simmons for The Fantastics at Village Theater. Michael Nutting for Once on This Island at Village Theater. And R.J. Tansioko for Spring Awakening at Fifth Avenue Theater. If I can open it, the winner will be Matt Perry for White Christmas at the Fifth Avenue Theater. Going once, going twice. There we go. Thanks.
Present the awards for costume design in a play and a musical. Please welcome last year's winner of Best Costume in a Play, Community, for her work in As If Theater's Sweet Surrender, Amy Hockman.
Good evening. I'm going to be presenting Best Costume Design in a Play for Small, Professional, and Community. You look beautiful! Thank you. The nominees in this category are Beth Ann Galloway, Murder on the Nile, Port Gamble Theater. Morgan Morgan, Spider's Web, Center Stage Theater. Kristen Bradbury, The Book of Will, Bainbridge Performing Arts. Jacqueline Edwards, Unrivaled, Sis Productions, Seattle Public Theater. And Kristen Bradbury, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the winner is Jacqueline Edwards, Unbridled, Sis Productions, Seattle Public Theater. Okay, the next category is Best Costume Design in a Play Professional. The nominees are Chelsea Cook, Ken Ludwig's Sherwood Village Theater, Katrina Hess, The Merry Wives of Windsor, Seattle Shakespeare, Nanette Acosta, The Book of Will, Taproot Theater, Jocelyn Fowler, Romeo and Juliet, Seattle Shakespeare, Pete Rush, Sherlock Holmes and the Precarious Position, Taproot Theater. And the award goes to Nanette Acosta, The Book of Will, Taproot Theater. All right, now we're doing musicals. Best Costume Design in a Musical, Small Professional and Community. Jules Mills, The Music Man, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. Beth Ann Galloway, Rodgers and Hammerstein, Cinderella at Ovation Theater. Sharon Freeboth Greeny, The Addams Family Jewel Box Theater. Jules Mills, Jersey Boys, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. Justine Pogue, Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the award goes to Sharon Freeboth Greeny, The Addams Family Musical Jewel Box Theater. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. And the final category that I'll be presenting is Best Costume Design in a Musical Professional. The nominees are Nanette Acosta, The Hello Girls, Taproot Theater. Amy Clark and Mark Koss, The Little Mermaid, Fifth Avenue Theater. Carrie Robbins, White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater. Esther Garcia, The Fantastics, Village Theater. And Danielle Nevis, Once on This Island, Village Theater. And the award goes to Danielle Nevis, Once on This Island, Village Theater. Thank you so much. There you are. Thank you.
All right, please welcome back to the stage Brooklyn Peterson, currently understudying in Lakewood Playhouse's Godspell, which you saw the performance from earlier, tonight to present the award for Best Choreography.
Hello all, I'll be presenting the category for Best Choreography. We're going to start with Small, Professional, and Community. The first nominee is Harry Turpin, The Music Man, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. The next nominee is Molly Hall, Beauty and the Beast, Bainbridge Performing Arts. Eric Clausel, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. Chandler Thomas, First Date, Center Stage Theater. And our last nominee is Annalisa Brinchman, Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the award for Best Choreography for Small Professional Community goes to Molly Hall, Beauty and the Beast,
I just want to say this is possible because Adam Othman and
Deirdre Hadlock make a really safe, creative environment, and the entire team and ensemble of Beauty and the Beast are rock stars, so thank you so much.
Now, the nominees for Best Choreography for Professional. John McInnes, The Little Mermaid, Fifth Avenue Theater. James A. Rocco, White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater. Jimmy Shields, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. Amina Kaplan, Once on This Island, Village Theater. And our last nominee is Katie Tabb, Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the winner for Best Choreography Professional Theater is James A. Rocco, White Christmas at Fifth Avenue Theater.
I'm not James, but I'll take it on his behalf.
I'm sure appreciate it.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
All right, next up, as presenters are Cindy Giese French and Amy Curley Gentry, two of the three founders, along with Molly Hall, who was just up here on stage a minute ago. And you'll see up here representing in a bit as well. Cindy, a winner last year for directing Sweet Surrender. They're here to present the awards for Best Ensemble in a Play and Best Ensemble in a Musical.
Hi, everybody. So, first off, we wanted to thank Greg for changing the awards to be community and small professional, and then professional. We are waiting for the award for Best Pre-Show Speech.
Yes.
I mean, this isn't like an audition or anything, but where are the restrooms?
Big miss. I'm glad you asked. In case of an emergency, the exits are back here.
I think we've nailed it for next year. So I get to announce the best performance ensemble in a play for small professional and community theater. And the nominees are The Play That Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater, Spider's Web, Center Stage Theater. Do we have anyone from them here? Rope, Renton Civic Theater, Clyde's Arts West, and Move Over Mrs. Markham Phoenix Theater. And the winners are Move Over Mrs. Markham Phoenix Theater. And we will accept the award on their behalf, and it'll look great on my wall.
And I will be presenting the Best Performance Ensemble in a Play Professional. The nominees are Ken Ludwig's Sherwood, Village Theater, The Merry Wives of Windsor, Seattle Shakespeare, The Book of Will, Taproot Theater, Fat Ham, Seattle Rep, Romeo and Juliet, Seattle Shakespeare. And the winner is Fat Ham.
I'm going to read mine. I'm going to give thanks to the amazing local talent that drove this show in particular. I'd like to thank Timothy McEwen-Piguet, who's here, who is also nominated tonight for his inspiring leadership and vision to this obviously extraordinary ensemble who we had. And then I also want to thank our design teams and everyone who is so dedicated at Seattle Rep. We have so many amazing artisans who have incredibly high standards, and I think that this show just really reflected that. This show exemplifies the locally made, world-class type of theater that we make at Seattle Rep and that we strive for every day. Thank you.
And then next we're going to do Best Performance Ensemble in a Musical, Small Professional Community. Sorry, I
No, that's all right. Don't
couldn't
skip.
read the teleprompter.
She is fired. Best performance in a musical ensemble, small professional and community. The nominees are The Music Man, Tacoma Musical Playhouse, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater, sorry. Jersey Boys, Tacoma Musical Playhouse, First Date, Center Stage Theater, and Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the winner is The Music Man, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. I accept on their behalf.
And the Best Performance Ensemble in a Musical Professional nominees are Disney's The Little Mermaid, the Fifth Avenue Theater, Irving Berlin's White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater, Once on This Island, Village Theater, and Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the winner is Once on This Island, Village Theater.
No, you're good? You're good. All right, a big round of applause.
Jeffrey Bassett has been a mainstay in Kitsap as a director and performer, and was a formative influence in my all too brief acting career. And he's here to present the Best Award for Direction of a Play.
I didn't give it to me, see? I scripted it, you know? I'm missing the Emmys for this, you know? Note to self, when you're 63, never read this small font. Anyway. All right. I think there's a participation trophy for me somewhere in here. Anyway, Best Direction of a Play, Small Professional and Community. Jennifer York, The Play That Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater. This next one, which I'll be directing later this year, Vince Brady, Spider's Web. Center Stage Theater. Misty Doty, Plaza Suite, Renton Civic Theater. My apologies if I screw up names. Cindy Geezy, French, colder than here. That's the As If Theater. And Agastya Kohli, 10 acrobats from Center Stage. All right, and let's see, who has what here? Jennifer York, The Play That Goes Wrong. Tacoma Little Theater. That must be Chris. I'm hearing this huge pounding. That's going to be Chris running down. Oh, there you are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. There you go. Good job. And I guess it's the wrong time to say I'm looking for a 12-year-old. It's as a director, please. I just threw that down there. All right, Best Direction of a Play Professional. Adam Immerwahr, Ken Ludwig Sherwood from Village Theater. Jimmy Shields, A Comedy of Errors from Seattle Shakespeare. Timothy McCune-Piguet from Fat Ham from Seattle Rep. Sheila Daniels, Romeo and Juliet from Seattle Shakespeare. And Karen Lund, The Book of Will from Taproot Theater. And the winner, if I butchered the name, I'm so sorry, Timothy McHugh. Back in the Seattle Rep.
Congratulations to my fellow nominees. You are an inspiration and are a wellspring for this community. And I just got lucky, right, with a really good play and a dynamic ensemble and producing organization in the Seattle Repertory Theater that never told me no. So thank you all very much.
Zandy Carlson is here to present the award for Best Direction of a Musical. Zandy is known for her work around Seattle and helping artists improve their art through instruction, practice, preparation, self-tapes, etc. And this past season, she was featured as a nominee in a nominee for Best Play, 53% of, and directed the indie theater production of Cry It Out. So welcome, Zandy Carlson.
Best Direction of a Musicale, Small Professional or Community Theater. We have the nominees: Harry Turpin, Music Man, Tacoma Musical Playhouse; Adam Hoffman, Beauty and the Beast, Bainbridge Performing Arts; Maria Tia Bandez, Weingarten, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater; Doug Fall, Merrily We Roll Along, Second Story Rep; and Jessica Lowe, Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts. All right. And the winner is Maria Tia Bandez, B. Yeah. And for Best Direction of a Musical Professional Theater, we have Glenn Casale, Little Mermaid, the Fifth Avenue Theater; James A. Rocco and David Armstrong, White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater; Brendan Chambers, Gunmetal Blues, Key City. Kaplan, Once on This Island, Village Theater; and Jay Santos, Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater.
I feel like I know something you guys don't yet. There's 2 winners.
Great. Envelope number 1 is David Armstrong in the Fifth Avenue Theater, White Christmas, with James A. Rocco, Irving Berlin's White Christmas, Fifth Avenue.
Alan gets to take the trophy.
I'm keeping him.
Presenting the award for Best Troupe is Gary Fetterplace, the president of the Lesser Known Players, last year's winner for Best Troupe.
Thank you and good evening and welcome. I'm quite disappointed at tonight's event. Sorry, Greg. There was no free champagne. What? And I didn't get any awards. What the devil is going on here? So next year, we shall have free champagne. Paid by me. No, I'm quite serious. So 2 crates of champagne next year. Great. Thank you very much. And maybe an award? Oh, okay. So I'm here tonight to present the Best Troupe Award, and the nominations are Pradewani, thank you, the Hansberry Project, As If Theatre, Cedar Iranian Theatre Ensemble, SIS Productions, And the winner for the best troupe, it's not me, President Ronnie!
Greg, if I show up, would you let me win? No, I want to take just a quick minute to talk about Pratidhwani and who we are and what we do. I'm not sure how many folks here are familiar with our work. Pratidhwani is a Puget Sound area-based South Asia-centric performing arts group. We do music, we do dance, we do theater. And our mission, sorry, I'm out of breath. And our mission is to create performing opportunities for artists of South Asian descent. And we do this by producing our own shows or by collaborating with other companies in town, in our area. And not only do we think that this creates opportunity for our artists, which is really the main mission, but it also encourages more diverse stories to be told in our region. Because with the few notable exceptions like tonight, generally we all support art, but we don't always have the opportunity to support each other's art. Yes. So co-productions is the way to go. Right now we have a show running in Seattle at Arts West in West Seattle called The Guards at the Taj. Come and check it out, and I'll see you there. Thank you very much. Thanks, Greg. I forgot to mention, Gary is featured over at Bremerton Community Theater in Run for Your Wife through September 22nd, I think. So go and check him out in that. One of the things we love here at the Sound on Stage is celebrating original work. There are some excellent original productions on the Seattle stages this year, and we're excited to shine a light on some of them. Presenting the award for Best Original Work is someone who is familiar with what it takes to develop a new piece. Last year's winner of the award for his piece, She Devil of the China Seas. Please welcome Roger Tang.
Thank you. The nominees for Best Original Production are Jen Hammond for Living Incognito, Doug Gibbon for What the Dickens, Jessica Moreland for Good Water, Keiko Green for The Bed Trick, and Chris Eli Black for Brown Bodies on a Blue Earth. And the award goes to Keiko Green for The Bed Trick.
We will accept this award on her behalf. Thank you, Roger. Best Theater Experience is one of my favorite awards. This award celebrates not just the theater's amenities and comforts, but also acknowledges programming that is important, unique, and in many cases risky, especially in an environment where there's a fine line to walk between what will fill seats and what is important. So this year's nominees for Best Theater Experience are, and you know what? I did a Jeffrey. I forgot the thing. I'll be right back.
You do remember I'm a Superior Court judge. I'll be sitting in my courtroom on Monday.
From the top.
I've got my assistant. Oh, you know what? They're right here. All right. Quinn. Okay. The nominees for Best Theater Experience Small Professional Community are Bremerton Community Theater, Bainbridge Performing Arts, Tacoma Little Theater, Center Stage Theater, and Renton Civic Theater. The winner of the Best Theater Experience Small Professional Community is Bainbridge Performing Arts.
Hey everybody. Just real quick, this was our inaugural season back to our beautiful space, the Buxton Center for BPA. Come on out, check us out, take the ferry when it's on time, join us, work with us, and sit in the audience. That's where the magic happens. It's all the folks that are in the audience for us, that added spark. Please come out. Thank you so much.
The nominees for Best Theater Experience Professional are Taproot Theater, Fifth Avenue Theater, Village Theater, Key City Public Theater, and Seattle Rep. And the winner of Best Theater Experience Professional is Key City Public Theater.
Bless your heart, Greg. Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, there are a lot of us here, and this moment means a lot to this theater company. We have been growing rapidly over the last 20 years. I'm so proud of what we've achieved, of my staff, my board, who've been so supportive, our newly renovated theater that we did during the pandemic to stay employed, and to all of you who make the journey to Port Townsend, Washington, to see truly unique professional theater happening in a small town, but with big aspirations. Thank you so much.
To me, this feels like the year of cabaret. I think we can all figure out why there have been so many versions of cabaret on stage in theaters around the Sound this year. It's a bit timely. The Tacoma Musical Playhouse cast performed Willkommen to open our awards last season. And it seems apropos that our final performance of the night comes from cabaret as well, with Talena Lane singing the title song from the show, reprising her performance from the Bainbridge Performing Arts production. Wow, how to follow that. Okay, well now we're getting into the final stretch here. Here to present the awards for Best Supporting Actor in a Play and Best Supporting Actor in a Musical are Molly Hall, and last year's winner of Best Lead Actor in a Play for his work in the as-of production of The Foreigner, and a nominee in that same category tonight, Jason Gingold.
Very quickly, a lot of people have we didn't plan this. A lot of people have talked about last year and the Awesome Awards, and we saw many of you there, but some of us in this room were here the year before that, which was the actual inaugural, it was called Heilman and Haver Awards back then, and it was at a little restaurant or bar in Port Orchard, and can I just see people wave or clap if you were here at that? Yes! So if you're thinking of starting something small, just do it, because look how big this became, and now it's this wonderful All right. So, shall I go first?
Yeah, you're doing
All right.
great.
Best performance for a supporting actor in a play, small, professional, or community. Is he making faces?
I'm not.
Okay. Ashley Corvalli for Doubt, A Parable, Jewel Box Theater. William Scott, Spider's Web, Center Stage Theater. Is that right? Kimberly Wolfson, 10 Acrobats and an Amazing Leap of Faith, Center Stage Theater. Ingrid Sandai Buron, Move Over Mrs. Markham, Phoenix Theater. And Selena Lane, Midsummer Night's Dream, Babe Ruth Performing Arts. And the award goes to Ingrid Sandai Buron. I know she had a show. She probably. Okay. Are we accepting?
You want to accept that one?
I'll accept it, sure.
Okay. Do you want to do this?
No, you keep going.
Okay.
Or do you want to stay?
No, this is great.
Oh, you're doing
All
great.
right, for best, it's so organized. For best performance for supporting actor.
For best performance.
Best performance for a supporting actor in a play, professional. Brandon O'Neill, Ken Ludwig's Sherwood at Village Theater. Richard Nguyen Swanaker for Little Women at Seattle Repertory Theater. Jesse Calixto, The Comedy of Errors, Seattle Shakespeare. Chip Sherman for Fat Ham, Seattle Rep. And Sarah Harlett for Romeo and Juliet at Seattle Shake. And the winner is Sarah Harlett.
I accept for Sarah Harlett.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. Webster's Dictionary defines. Okay, I've got best performance in a musical this time for supporting actor in a small professional community. And the nominees are Bryn Geisler, Cabaret, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. Amy Jo LaRubio, Beauty and the Beast, Bainbridge Performing Arts. Darian Cunningham, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. Mandela Gardner, First Date, Center Stage Theater. Max Lobozhinsky, Cabaret. And this year's award goes to Amy Jo LaRubio. Beauty and the Beast, Bainbridge Performing Arts. Okay, and best performance for supporting actor in a musical professional. The nominees are Cassie Hugh Cole, The Little Mermaid, Fifth Avenue. Angela DeMarco, Beautiful, The Carole King Story, Village Theater. Candace Song Donahue, White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater. Karen Terry, Sunset Boulevard, Show Tunes Theater. And Alan Fitzpatrick, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the award goes to Angela DeMarco, Beautiful, The Carole King Story, Village Theater.
I've never won an award for theater. This woman is one of the first people who, when I worked at Village the very first time, and she saw me in a show there, I did The Importance of Being Earnest. And she came up to me and said, "You better keep doing what you're doing because it's working." And this role, my beautiful husband is here, David Hogan, tonight. And I'm not going to make this about me, but Long Tail and the Kite, many people know me in this community as Mama DeMarco. Many people in this community know we tried to make that happen. It didn't happen. When I was cast in Beautiful, I'd never worked with any of the people in that cast, except I knew some wonderful people. Casey is here tonight, but we got to actually be in a show, but I mostly didn't know anyone. And one of them came up to me and called me Mama DeMarco. And I was just like, oh, God, that's so sweet. Like, they must have learned on social media or whatnot. By the end of that, they were all my babies. Today's my mother's birthday. That role was totally her. She was a badass. She was a smoker. She was a difficult mother that loved you. So that role, being Jeannie in that play, being in this moment next to this woman, and thank you for all of you, and keep making art and keep supporting art. Thank you so much.
Present Best Featured Actor in a Play is Alan Fitzpatrick. With a professional acting resume longer than I can hope to read off in the time we have here, Alan is nominated for this year for his work in the Fifth Avenue production of Something's Afoot, and will be reprising his one-man version of Christmas Carol this holiday season, which you really should go check out. Please welcome Alan Fitzpatrick.
Good evening. I'm here to award Best Performance, Featured Actor in a Play, Small, Professional, and Community. The nominees are Leah Shannon for Good Water at Northwest Original Works, Savon West, Trouble in Mind, Burien Actors Theater, Seamus C. Smith for Red, also at Burien Actors Theater, Alyssa Hersey, Witness for the Prosecution at Jewel Box Theater, and Sadie Gingold for Midsummer Night's Dream at Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the award for Best Performance Featured Actor in a Play is Alyssa Hersey.
It's just wonderful to have you in this community, bringing so many people together. Jeffrey, thank you for casting me in the role. Opposite my amazing spouse, it's not every day you get to stab your spouse on stage at the end of the play. Most of all, just thank you so much for all the passion everyone in this room brings, and all the experiences that we seek to share uniquely with each audience member. That's the magic of theater for me. Thank you so much.
The nominees for Best Performance Featured Actor in a Play, Professional Theater, Nathaniel Tenenbaum for Ken Ludwig's Sherwood at Village Theater, Nick Donner for The Book of Will at Village Theater, Shimona Mitchell for Stew at ACT Contemporary Theater, Rachel Geyer Mafune for The Bed Trick, Seattle Shakes, and Reginald Andre Jackson for Fat Ham at Seattle Rep. And the award goes to Shimona Mitchell for Stew.
I work at ACT. I'll give it to Shimona.
Last year's winner of Best Lead Actor in a Musical, Mauro Bolzo, is here, fresh from closing Harry Turpin's new work, Come On Get Tappy, over in Redmond. I've had a chance to see that. They just closed today. Wonderful new show. Anyway, where he played mad scientist Scissor. You'll be able to see his mustache when he comes out here. Nominated again this year for his work in TFP's The Music Man. Mauro is here to present Best Featured Actor in a Musical. Mauro.
Hello, everybody. Yes, this is my mustache. I was Scissors, Persnickety Snagamore, Evil Genius. It was great.
So today I'm really excited to be presenting to all of you best performance in a musical for featured actor. So we're going to start off with small professional community. All right, so first off we have Megan Castillo for The Music Man, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. We have Seamus C. Smith for Beauty and the Beast, favorite performing arts. We have Jake Atwood for Jersey Boys at Tacoma Musical Playhouse. All right, we also have Natalie Wingirter for First Day at Center Stage. Center Stage is in the house, friends. All right, and then the last person we have is Brad Charenzia for The Prom at Tacoma Musical Playhouse. All right, and the award goes to Natalie Wingirter. First Day at Center Stage. She's here. She's coming. She's taking her time. Your turn, girly friend. Get up here. Yes.
Didn't even think I was going to come today, and now here I am winning an award. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I've never been nominated for anything in my life, let alone won anything in my life. So, especially a show that it was my first musical and dancing, coming back from having broken my foot very traumatically on stage doing a show. And not this one, no. But Jeanette saw me in so many ways that a lot of people look past, and I'm always the dancer and ensemble, and to be somebody who's actually like out there and having solos and actual lines it's a really cool thing and really special show to be a part of. And thank you, Jeanette and Trista, for welcoming me to the Center Stage family. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And thanks to my husband, he's awesome too.
Thanks for that, Natalie. All right, so here we go. Best performance of a featured actor in a musical professional. All right, here we go. We have Cayman Illica, White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater. Brandon O'Neill for Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. We got Krista Hallbrook as well for Gunmetal Blues. All right, we also have Marlette Buchanan, Once on This Island, Village Theater. And Alexander Killian for Spring Awakening at Fifth Avenue Theater. And the award goes to Brandon O'Neill for Something's Afoot at Fifth Avenue Theater.
Brandon couldn't make it. I don't know if anybody wants to. Oh.
There you go. I was about to be like, I'll take it.
Since I lost in that category, I'm happy to take it.
Here to present Best Lead Actor in a Play is self-described super understudy, who is featured in the upcoming production of Wild Man of the Wainuchi at Key City Public Theater in October, notably not as an understudy. Please welcome Casey Reha.
It is an honor to accept this Lifetime Achievement. I do want to give a quick shout out to Key City Public Theater and to all the theaters on the other side of the water on the Olympic Peninsula making quality theater here. Rehearsing for Wild Man and also like being here tonight, I'm reminded how nearly impossible it is to see all the quality theater here in the greater Puget Sound. But if you got to see any one of these following 10 nominees for Best Lead Actor in a Play, you got to see a beautiful reminder of why we are all storytellers in theater. The nominees for Best Lead Actor in a Play, Small Professional, and Community. Taryn Pierce for Cry It Out, As If Theater. Kara Hensler, Spider's Web, Center Stage Theater. Kara, not Kiara? Kara, just make sure. Amy Gentry, Colder Than Here, As If Theater. Scott C. Brown, Red, Burien Baptist Theater. And Jason Gingold, Midsummer Night's Dream, Bay Bridge Performing Arts. And the award goes to Scott C. Brown from Red, Burien Baptist Theater.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, likewise.
This is really unexpected. I couldn't have gotten to the places that I needed to go without Seamus. I appreciate this award greatly. I appreciate Katie for being a theater widow for the times that I had to go and do a lot of theater. And Bo Pritchard, our director, is not able to be here because he has COVID. Eric, he doesn't, his roommates do, but he didn't want to be a transmitter. Eric and Maggie, thank you so much for taking a risk on a two-man show that no one knew what it was about. This is a passion of mine, it's a passion of Bo's, it's now a passion of Seamus's. And any of the theaters here who would like to do that show, we are more than willing to come and reprise our roles. To everyone, Taryn, all the fellow nominees, God bless, and thank you for doing amazing work.
And the nominees for Best Performance by a Lead Actor in a Play Professional. Yusef Sievers, Last Drive to Dodge, Taproot Theater. Ricky Spalding, Ken Ludwig Sherwood, Village Theater. Nathaniel Tenenbaum, A Case for the Existence of God, Act Contemporary Theater. Shanice Omar, Stew, Act Contemporary Theater. And Reginald Andre Jackson, The Book of Will, Taproot Theater. And the award goes to Reginald Andre Jackson from Karen Lund accepts this award on behalf.
Last year, Hello Dolly won awards in many of the categories it was nominated in. Village Theater production wouldn't have been anything without Dolly herself, Bobby Catula. Winner of the award for Best Lead Actor in a Musical Professional. Please welcome Bobby back to the stage to present this year's award for Best Lead Actor in a Musical.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Great. Best performance in a musical, lead actor for a small, professional, and community theater. Mara Bozzo, The Music Man, Tacoma Music Theater. Alyssa Hersey, The Addams Family, Jewel Box Theater. Jack Fowler, Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. Jesse Selick, First Stage, Center Stage Theater. We'll wait. I said we'll wait, okay. Talina Lane, Cabaret, Bainbridge Theater. And the winner is Jessica Selick. Want to make a speech first? You're picking it up for her, right?
I'm just picking it up for Jessie. She's absolutely amazing. If you've never seen her on stage, you really do need to see her. Total delight to work with. It's just an honor to be in her presence, much less give her any direction. So thank you all, and thank you, Center Stage.
Thank you, Jeff. Best performance of a lead actor in a musical in the professional world here. Cassie Cole, the Hello Girls, Taproot Theater. Diana Huey, The Little Mermaid, Fifth Avenue Theater. Sarah Rudenoff, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. Jeffrey Simmons, Gunmetal Blues. Sidney Quilden, Once on This Island, Village Theater. And the winner is Sarah Rudenoff, Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. Oh, come on up. Karen Strindy, everybody.
I'm not Sarah, but I was her understudy. She's not only an amazing performer, but she's just an amazing human being, and her heart is just... So anyway, I'm going to give this to her.
And it's really, it's kind of funny because she went on twice for Sarah, so yay, Karen.
Okay, well, we're down to the last two awards before we get to our People's Choice Awards, which are the awards that you all had a hand in deciding. These are the awards for Best Play and Best Musical. Presenting both of these is someone who supported our efforts here since day one and an active champion for theater, Ken Michaels, whose direction of indie theater's Hay Fever a few years back and last year's as-if production of The Foreigner led to a number of nominations and awards. Please welcome Ken to the stage to present the awards for Best Play and Best Musical.
What a night, what a night, what a night. What a crowd, what a beautiful, beautiful crowd. I don't know a lot of you, but boy, I love you all. The enthusiasm and the energy and the purpose you give to the world that we all agree to do. I'm so impressed. And Greg, I'm going to say this before I leave again. You have my utmost respect and admiration. I don't know how you do it, but what you do is so wonderful for our community to bring us all together like this. As Molly mentioned, we did start out in a little pub balcony with about 20 of us, and I think 10 or 12 of us were hay fever that year. Greg gave me the best play, but it said on the thing, best play directed by Ken Michaels. And I thought, has he seen? Who was I to argue with Greg? You know, it's
punctuation's important.
Yeah. There was no.
That's right.
All right, enough of this. I've already said I love you, and Greg, I love you too. So, best play, small, professional, and community. The nominees are The Play Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater, Spider's Web, Center Stage Plaza Suite, Renton Civic Theater, Letters of Suresh, React and Pradawani. Augusta, you're here. You'll correct me. And 53%, Sound Theater. And the award goes to Letters of Suresh.
Teach him how to say Prati Dhwani.
Say it again.
Prati meaning counter.
Prati.
Dhwani meaning sound.
Dhwani.
Prati Dhwani, counter sound. Reverb,
Nice.
echo. We're not Indians in India, we're Indians in the Pacific Northwest. We are a reverb of South Asian art. That's what Prati Dhwani is. This is fantastic. I forgot to mention all the productions that we've done in this 23-24 year, I think. But in the year 2024, Prati Dhwani has produced 3 Rajiv Joseph plays, including Guards at the Taj. And this is one of them. And sometimes you just get stuck with the playwright, but when it's working, you know, if it's working. This was a gorgeous, gorgeous little play. Very few people saw it, but I'm so glad that this guy did. And thank you, everyone, again.
I was so happy earlier. I was mentioning to Karen and Max that I didn't have to pronounce any names. See how that worked out. Best Play Professional, Ken Ludwig's Sherwood Village Theater. The Book of Will, Taproot Theater. The Bed Trick, Seattle Shakespeare. Fat Ham, Seattle Rep. Romeo and Juliet, Seattle Shakespeare. Fat Ham.
Okay, I'll speak off the cuff this time. So thank you, obviously, to the organization and to mostly all of you who came to see this really beautiful and important piece of work. That we prioritized putting Black queer voices on stage, and it's an important thing to do. I told Timothy earlier this story. He said to me when we were in pre-production, you know, this is a play that will save lives. And wouldn't you know, at a student matinee, a young trans person in the front row sobbing and came up to me later and said, "This is saving my life." And so true. One more thing. Tonight, we are in tech rehearsal for our first play of the season, which is by The Skin of Our Teeth. And I want to invite all of you to be in the show. We have walk-on roles every single night and 4 speaking roles every single night. And if you want to be in the show, come see me or email me at education@seattlerep.org. My name is Deanna Martinez, and I want to get you on the stage. Come be on stage at Seattle Rep. Okay, thanks.
And on a personal note, good job, Timothy. Best Musical, Small Professional Community. Beauty and the Beast, Bainbridge Performing Arts. Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. Jersey Boys, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. First Date, Center Stage. And Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the award goes to First Date. Center Stage. I know there's somebody coming up. Somebody take these.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Good.
Okay, I just really quickly want to say thank you all so much for being here. And Greg, you're absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Kristen, you're incredible wherever you are. And we appreciate you so much. I just want to say thank you to the amazing community of artists that we have around us in Center Stage, as you can hear every time I say our name. We've created a family, and you can be in the family too. It's not exclusive. But I love all of you so much, and to be able to take a show like First Date, and I handed it to Jeanette to lead this team, and it turned into this incredibly empowering show that centered all these voices and people that you don't expect to see in a show like First Date. And it was amazing, and the people that we were able to get on the design team and in the cast, Jeanette just let them really shine and be who they are, and that's so special and so important, and I'm so proud of all of them, and I'm so proud of all of you. And Natalie, you made me cry. I love you so much. But that's what Pacific Northwest Theater is about. It's about being inclusive. It's about pulling in voices that normally don't get heard. Keep doing it. We are doing such good work. You're all doing such good work. I'm so proud of you. I know what it takes. I know the blood, sweat, and tears. I know the sleepless nights. I know the thinking of how you're gonna pull this next show off and what we're gonna do and how we're gonna get the resources. I feel it. As an artistic director, I hear it, I feel you, I see you, but you are doing the work, and it is very important. It's essential. Thank you so much, everybody. Keep doing the work.
I just want to say a couple of things. I did mention that you should see Jesse Selleck, but you can see both Jesse Selleck and Natalie in Damn Yankees. I firmly believe that my job is to tell a story collaboratively with a group of artists, and that's what we did with First Date the Musical. So thank you to everyone who collaborated and told this story with us. Thanks.
All right, what a year, what a great year. I'm looking forward to next year for it to be better, because that's what we do, right? We be better. Yeah. I love the enthusiasm there. We all know we don't have to prove it. We just get better. All right, best musical. I almost went right to the award. Irving Berlin's White Christmas, Fifth Avenue. Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue. Gunmetal Blues, Key City chills. Once on This Island, Village Theater. And Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the award goes to Irving Berlin's White Christmas.
Good balance. Upside down, upside down.
Once again, here's Greg Heilman. Let's thank him once more time.
So we want to make sure that the public and the theater community had a voice as well in what they all feel, or what you all feel should be up there for best play, best musical. So we opened up People's Choice Award this year for the first time. And we had over 300 votes for these categories, selected between our nominees for play and musical. So I'm going to call, where'd Quinn go? Quinn. I'm right here. Quinn's going to help present these. I am. Yeah. So,
Take over, Quinn.
Yeah, there you go. You can read off the nominees. I'll get the trophies.
All right. Well, the People's Choice nominees for Best Play for Small Professional and Community are The Play That Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater, Spider's Web, Center Stage Theater, Plaza Suite, Renton Civic Theater, Letters of Zeresh, React, 53% of Sound Theater. And the winner is The Play That Goes Wrong, Tacoma Little Theater.
Thank you very much. You're doing great. I'm going to retire.
Don't do it yet. People's Choice for Best Play Professional got Ken Ludwig Sherwood, Village Theater. The Book of Will, Taproot Theater. The Bed Trick, Seattle Shakespeare. Fat Ham, Seattle Rep. And Romeo and Juliet, Seattle Shakespeare. And the winner is Fat Ham.
Okay, now a quiz. If you want to be in Skin of Our Teeth, what are you going to do? The email is... The other thing I wanted to say was that theater in the Pacific Northwest is really an organism, that it takes all of the art that everyone is making in all of their theaters, regardless of size, to create the theater that gets onto big stages in uptown Seattle. Right. So thank you so much for all of the hard work and training that you put in to feed the organism. Because it's all of us all together making theater together. Thank you.
All right, final two awards. People's Choice for Best Musical in Small, Professional, and Community. Beauty and the Beast, Bainbridge Performing Arts. Rent, Tacoma Little Theater. Jersey Boys, Tacoma Musical Playhouse. First Date, Center Stage Theater. And Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts. And the winner is Cabaret, Bainbridge Performing Arts.
This show was really special to me and to everybody involved. I just can't thank Deirdre at BPA enough. If you've never worked with Deirdre, she wears 10,000 hats and does it all so gracefully, and she just fully supported my vision all the way, and just very grateful to her. And my awesome creative team, Shauna, step forward. And Annalisa Brinkman, who's not here tonight, but also if you get the chance to work with Anna, she is an incredible collaborator and brilliant choreographer. And then finally my cast who just poured their heart and soul into this production, and I'm so proud of them. Thank you.
And the final award for the night, People's Choice for Best Musical, Professional. Irving Berlin's White Christmas, Fifth Avenue Theater. Something's Afoot, Fifth Avenue Theater. Gunmetal Blues, Key City Public Theater. Once on This Island, Village Theater. And Spring Awakening, Fifth Avenue Theater. And the winner is Gunmetal Blues.
Grace Love, I don't know if you know who they are, and I said, here, walk up here and we did Ain't Misbehavin', But let me tell you, there's no other theater than Key City Public Theater. Because what it does is, it takes you out of your zone. You get all comfortable, right? But then you go out there and you experience the love of professional theater, right? And I mean to say that if you want to take that next step to the next level, if you want to keep like spreading the joy, come out and work with these people right here. Come out! Because it's an amazing experience to where we can share the love and explore new possibilities, and that's what it's all about. Because where's Karen Lund? Is she out here? Karen! That's how I got my equity card, y'all. That's how I got my equity card. So if you want to go down that road, let's get busy.
I just had to say that. I'm sorry.
He just had to say that. Thank you. We're thrilled. I just want to have our director, Brendan Chambers, say a word about this.
Denise already said it, but if you haven't come out to Key City Public Theater, do yourself a treat. Come out to Port Townsend. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful weekend, and experience some awesome theater with some awesome artists. And it's been a privilege and an honor to work with everybody in the cast and crew and everybody collaborated on Gunmetal Blues. So thank you very much.
Hold on. My director here. I gotta take care of it.
Well, I had a closing statement, but hey, that's it. Thank you everybody for coming out, taking time on your Sunday evening. Celebrate all of you and their wonderful work. What we're going to do now is take a page out of TLT's playbook, and as they do on every opening night, they have a cake and cider reception in the lobby. So let's go outside. There's cake, there's cider, and let's all mingle a little bit more. Thank you so much.